The Texans, the Seahawks, Monday night, sleepless in Seattle. We're going to do a watch party. We're also watching a baseball game, and maybe we'll watch the end of another NFL game. I'm Paul Gallant, and this is a watch party edition of the Gallant Says podcast.
A radio show host in Seattle called Paul Gallant.
Paul Gallant's wondering the same things a lot of people are.
You are definitely living in the hindsight world today, Paul.
Do you feel there's been a consistent theme with the interceptions?
I think every interception really has a different story.
I was just kind of curious what Paul gets to say.
Grow up, mother. You kidding me? Paul Gallant, what the hell is wrong with you?
Hello and welcome aboard the Gallant Says podcast. It is 8:47 Central Time as we get closer and closer to the kickoff of Texans and Seahawks. You can watch along on YouTube at Paul Gallant, on Twitch at Gallant Says, Facebook at Paul Gallant Sports, Instagram at Sports Gallant, X at Gallant Says, at Gallant Says Pod, and on the TikTok. We're having some technical difficulties on the TikTok. My goodness, what is going on here? This is what happens when your cat decides that she's going to mess around with things before the broadcast. Are we good? No, we're not. Is this the cable? Is that the cable? Who even knows? My goodness, is this what it's looking like? Let's turn this off for a second. And then we're going to turn it back on. Wow, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking, everybody. So, here's how this thing works. We just watch along together. You make some comments. I'll make some comments. It's going to be a hell of a time, don't you know? What's going on, Payne Moore? Shout out to Ryan Lost in Texas. Let's give everybody an official oi now that the technical difficulties on the TikTok, I do so much for you TikTokers, are done.
Oi! 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 Ziggy-zag, ziggy-zag, oi!
Oi, indeed. So, big game for the Texans tonight. Lots to prove. This is a team that hasn't beaten anyone yet. No denying that. Not at all. It's also going up against a Seattle team that's good. The offense is really cooking thus far. Credit that. You can credit a lot of different things for that. So much cat here on this microphone. Goodness gracious. A lot of things to credit for that. It could be just Clint Kubiak's offense. It could be Jackson Smith-Njigba, their best wide receiver, Cooper Kupp. They've got a good tight end. Running game doesn't do so well, but their offensive line keeps Sam Darnold upright. Darnold has numbers throwing the ball downfield that are, in the next-gen stats era, the best in history since 2016. Still, impressive, right? So there's a lot of things going well for the Seahawks, who have a really good pass rush. Their front four, led by Byron Murphy, and a bunch of guys whose names are tough to pronounce, like Jackson Smith-Njigba, are going to be a really tough test for a Texans offensive line that seems to have taken steps forward. But if it's against the Titans, if it's against an injured Ravens team that's awful defensively, how much stock do we put into that? Some comments. Todd the Show says, just a few friends watching ball. That's right. That's right. And
It's football time in Houston, and we're ready to play.
MND Productions says, dude, I got school tomorrow. 9 p.m. game is crazy. Yeah, I don't think anyone likes this. I think the wild thing about it is that they're actually going to be showing this game, I think, on KHOU, which means that I'll actually be able to watch and not be 2 minutes behind because I got an antenna installed in here. So I can actually watch what's going on the TV. But 9 p.m. is ridiculous. All these London games are ridiculous. My grandfathers didn't fight in World War II, so that we'd be giving a bunch of games to the Limeys, who we had to bail out, or the Nazis, who we had to beat. or the Spanish who sat out like a bunch of pussies. Like, there's a lot of things that are frustrating about this. Waking up early and now a doubleheader of Monday Night Football games. For me, hey, at the very least, they're on at separate times, but this Lions-Bucks game is pretty damn over right now, at least last I checked. So right now on the TV ahead of me, I've got KHOU on. It's FBI. These FBI agents are actually competent, unlike the real FBI. Also, this one chick is incredibly hot. She's so strong, so powerful, and so independent, and it's very realistic and believable that she is in the midst of a task force and is running point. So believable. Very believable show. FBI, we're the Federal Bureau investigation. We're both impeccably dolled up. My hair, perfect. Hasn't moved as I run through this crowd with a pistol. My hair hasn't moved either. Also, I've probably waxed my beard. I think I got a fade 5 minutes before. FBI. We put it on the government tab. It's FBI. You think Brandon Johnson pays a lot of money for all of his grooming? For that beard and that pointy little haircut of his? Nope. We're better. We're the FBI. Now we're on a rooftop patio. There's a person being held hostage. They're telling this guy to drop his weapon. She's holding a pistol. He is holding a pistol to a lady, a strong, powerful, independent woman's head. He seems really crazy. One of the guys has a shot. If this shows any balls, the hostage will die. Oh, he's Russian too. Oh, he said your death will be on her soul. But you're surrounded, big dog. Cover me. The strong, powerful, independent woman is literally walking closer, just putting the gun in the holster. Oh, they're walking towards the edge. Wow. FBI agent's got a death wish. Oh, damn, dude. Damn. Oh, that guy's gonna have a tough time in prison. I knew he was empty. I know a thing or two about empty pistols. It'd be nice if she dropped like a Horatio Caine one-liner from CSI Miami. These FBI agents, they're too put together. They're too put together. Everyone looks too good. This show's bullshit. What other comments do we have? And shout out to everybody joining. Bruce G says, I agree. Yeah, it's too late. It's too late. Marcolepsy asks, is the game going to be on Paramount? I don't think so. Since I'm in Houston, I think this game is only being broadcast on KHOU because of some sort of local deal. Yeah. I am going for the Mariners, everybody, on the baseball side of things. I saw Cal Raleigh hit a homer. It's going to be very annoying when Aaron Judge wins MVP, despite all the things that Cal Raleigh's doing this postseason, you know. So there you go. I feel like that comment's sarcastic, Ryan Lost in Texas. I don't know, mother effing cornbread. Isn't his average like 250? Doesn't have the best average. Are you going to put the game on the screen? No, Caden. That's illegal. And also, I keep on getting banned on TikTok. I keep on getting banned. I can't keep getting banned. After all, I've made 4 cents. Literally. I've made 4 cents doing this TikTok live stuff. 4 cents. That's a lot of money. I can't lose that. I can't afford to lose that. So I'm sorry about that. I'm not going to be able to put the game on the screen. I'm not. Todd the Show says, I like more sports. I'm not 60. I'll be honest. I don't like more sports. Just too many sports. I feel obligated to watch them all, you know. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. Guess I'm doing Fox TV tomorrow. That'll be fun. All right, is this show still going? Oh, I guess it's 8:56. I guess it is 8:56 p.m. So there you go, everybody. There you go. All right, I'm gonna go get the food that I cooked, and I might eat it in front of you. I got a chicken. Got back from the gym. Oh, Dick Wolf's producing this. Dick Wolf's over on CBS now. Traitor. FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation. The Federal Bureau of Investigation. Hey, remember the time that we had a guy that was working for Whitey Bulger? Yeah. That's only happened the one time. The FBI, we never fuck things up. Ever. The FBI. Let's watch this show. Because it's about that Federal Bureau of Investigation. We're federal and a bureau. And we get to the bottom of all the cases. All right. BRB. We're the FBI. We're still talking about the FBI. It's the FBI. FBI. How many times can I say FBI? Thank you, Keith, for saying I'm funny. I'm not really funny. I'm just someone. In fact, a boss at a previous job told me I'm not funny. Not my last job, the job before that job. He said I'm not funny. Went out of his way to do it, and it hurt my feelings. Hurt my feelings. I cried myself to sleep that night. Jay says, go Texans. We'll see how they do. Big time spot for the Texans. I miss Hank Williams Jr. Anyone else miss Hank Williams Jr.? Yeah, I miss him. I miss him. You're a very funny guy, Paul, says Ryan Lawson, Texas. I once told my uncle that. You're a funny guy, Uncle Laurent. And they still tell me that. No, Arya. No, Arya. You do not get any chicken. No. No chicken for you. Wave to the TikTok camera. Wave to the regular camera. You know? Just, That's a cat. I have a cat. Rad Roddenface says, hey, man. ESPN did you dirty. Radio probably gone anyways. I don't know. It'll exist in some form in the future. I got no ill will towards them. I don't think it was the radio station itself that was the reason for the decision. Ryan Lawson, Texas says, there are Huggy commercials next to you. Cannot afford to pay for ad-free Twitch. Yeah, I do ad-free YouTube, and I'm probably losing a ton of money on that front. Rick Hagwood says, trenches are the key to the win. Yeah, I agree. The offensive line needs to step up. Seahawks offensive line, it's good. Anyway, for your viewing pleasure, this is the chicken I'm eating. It's seasoned. It's seasoned with black pepper, garlic powder, paprika, a little Italian seasoning, a little balsamic vinaigrette, and a bunch of other shit, a little salt. Basically, I marinate this in a big vat of olive oil. And then I put them all in little plastic bags. I put them in the freezer. You can get a 12-pack of chicken from Costco for like, I think about like $26. It's worth getting a Costco membership entirely. And I have this like, it's basically what I eat every night for dinner. Oh, great. We got the three-man commentary team. Dan Orlovsky does like the Texans for what it's worth. Louis Riddick, everyone in the NFL hates him because he seemingly singled out Brian Branch in a segment that was deleted by the National Football League. We'll see how this goes. We will see how this goes, everybody. Meanwhile, the Mariners lead the Blue Jays 3-1 in the bottom of the sixth inning in Toronto, north of the border. Nope, you're not getting any food, hon. The 12th man. Wow, they're letting Earl Thomas back out in public after the thing with his brother? He's not shamed by the Seahawks? Interesting. Cam Chancellor's a G. But Earl Thomas was doing some freaky shit. When I was up in Seattle. Who do you got in this Texans game, bro? Asks Keith Corner. I do think the Seahawks win. I think it's going to be a defensive slugfest. But we will see. That's why they play the games, folks, as they always say. And they do say that, always. Oh, boy. Okay. Also, I will say this about Chris Fowler. Back in 2012, I went to the first Texas A&M game against Florida in the SEC. It was Johnny Manziel's first game. I think College Game Day was there. And it was a good game. The Aggies were surprisingly good. I did not know that Johnny Manziel would become Johnny Manziel out of that game, but I did think he was impressive considering he was running for his life against a better Florida team, at least in that moment. And Chris Fowler stood next to me and somebody else from Gal Media back in the day, John Cassio, and was incredibly friendly, struck up like a 10-minute conversation. I can't say enough nice things about him. I thought he was very down to earth and big fan of him after that moment. So, just a little anecdote. Ryan Lost in Texas says, Sarah's asking if you're doing pronunciation as a bit, or is that how you say balsamic? I don't fucking know how to say it. Rad Roddenprint asks, can I get a print of Gallant Says? Well, get me a neon light version of the new logo, and yeah, sure. Rad Roddenface says, just wondering, do you make dough doing the podcast? No. No. I got to figure out how to get sponsors on. And I've talked to one, but I'm still figuring out just how to go about asking. Nice. 3 and out. Not bad. Not bad. Ooh. He fooled that guy, but the bounce did not help the Texans out there. So they'll be starting at their own 5. Will they actually let C.J. Stroud drop back here, or are they going to be conservative? Tyler Show says, just have to be a sales guy. Someone approached me and said, do that. I've never sold a thing in my life, so I don't know if I'd be good at it. No, I'm 4. Okay. That's not bad. I'll take 5 on first down. Snowdrop Kitten 23 says, I can't imagine anyone in that Seahawks stadium watching that game or paying any attention until the Mariners are over. Yeah, can you imagine? They're showing a Mariners fan on the Jumbotron right now. Can you imagine if the Mariners game was in the... There you go. Dalton Schultz, one-hander. Oh, great catch. I imagine, though, if this game for the Mariners was taking place at the same time as the Texans-Seahawks game, it would be an absolute fucking mess. An absolute mess trying to get around. Interesting that Braxton Berrios is activated with Christian Kirk out. We haven't seen much of him to this point this year. Oof. Nothing. I know, Ryan, Austin, Texas. You're the reason I bought this antenna. I did not think it would have as clear of a picture as it does. It is fantastic on this old-ass TV I have in front of me. And I never used the rewind feature on the DVR anyway. 26 in the NFL on third down. Yikes. Oh, God. Throw it away. Oh, what a stupid play. What a stupid play. What are you doing? Oh, my God. Oh. Very ironic. Very ironic that Dan Orlovsky's on the call for this. Woof. Keith Corner, it's not a safety because the referees ruled that the forward progress had him out to the 1-inch line. They are very lucky. Really lucky. Ugh. Rad Roddenface asks, do you still talk to Josh Ennis? Yes, I do. Every now and then. Try to get him on the show. He doesn't respond. But he'll send me random thoughts that he has on things. It's an interesting relationship, but I love the man. He was great to me when I first moved to Houston. And truly was. Talking like buying drinks, buying dinner, etc. when I had no money. Aria, nope. No, please excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I do not want to roll the wheels over your feet. Common Sense 200 says this is going to be that Ravens game from Christmas, isn't it? I hope to God not. Greg Todd asks, where's the girlfriend? She's at home, but we had a nice weekend together. She is meeting my mom and stepdad and sister and the rest of my immediate family next week for Halloween. It is weird, man. Like, he wasn't running upfield at all. Greg, I do think her family liked me, but I can't speak for them. But we had a great time in Oregon. King Tech says, tell them to pass the damn ball, stop with the BS running. I mean, The first run worked. Yeah, common sense 200. He should have thrown it away. Like, oh my God. I was wondering how Galen Bullock would look in this game because he's going to need to make some plays downfield since the Seahawks, specifically Sam Darnold, are really good at throwing the ball downfield. Darnold, on throws of 10-plus yards, oh boy. And Derek Stingley slipped there. I don't know if that was zone or if that was man, but that's on Stingley. Do that. I don't know. Goff didn't look very good tonight. That was all Jahmyr Gibbs. It was a flag, though. So that happens when you give him free field position, and that is... Greg Todd, yes, I did see the Rockets are not extending Tari Eason. We will talk about that probably on Wednesday's show, which is going to be pre-recorded. Sup, Brendan Nielsen? I would need a job in Seattle to come back, and it would need to be very well paying, and they need to actually pay for my moving expenses, unlike the last time. Rad Roddenface, how do you feel about us wanting you to win at a relationship? Good. I would hope you're not rooting for that to fuck up. I would hope, but listen, the haters are out there. They're out there. I think a lot of people are of the belief that your boy doesn't like the women. Some people say that. Did like fucking with people and acting like that. Oh, I don't know, Jim. I don't know. Stephen Marcus 275 asks, is Gallant at Night coming back? We might make the live stream at night. I'm still trying to figure out a good time to do it. Right now, I'm just doing it during a window in a certain place's programming where the alternative is probably not talking about Houston that often. So there you go. Common Sense 200 says, let me guess. Nick Caley is going to be known all too well by Seattle. This game is going to be a blowout and a shutout. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That is a very pessimistic view of things. Ryan Lost in Texas asks, what would it take you to move to Costa Rica? Winning the lottery. I did buy a Mega Millions ticket tonight. And my investment plan. Ooh, nice return. Tremont, do not stand over the guy. Don't be a fucking idiot. Like you're standing, you ran over a guy on the sideline, then you're standing over him. Come on, man. It's a 15-yard penalty now. They don't let that play. Stephen Marcus 275 says, if the Texans lose tonight, are the playoff hopes shut down? Nah. But schedule, it's not a favorable one. You play a 49ers team that's been showing very, very, a lot of heart over the last couple of weeks. And let's also be honest, NRG Stadium is probably going to be mostly San Francisco 49er fans this coming Sunday. So they better wear the battle red uniforms so that they just blend in. That's what I would have thought about that on the schedule. Niners fans travel well. A lot of fan bases travel well. Texas fan base travels pretty well, but we're still at a point where Texans fans are dissatisfied enough with the team or not impressed enough with the team that they still sell their tickets to out-of-market folks. There you go. Nice play. Greg Todd asks, how lopsided does the game have to be for you to say fuck it and turn it off? It would have to be 31-2 at halftime on Christmas Day. I don't know, DJ sucks, what CJ Stroud was doing on that play. Oh, like that's not the kind of running back Woody Marks is. That's not a good call. And a touchback. Great! Everything's great! Everything's great! It's great! Everything's great! We're up to a great start. Debo says horrible play call. Yes, I agree. Chris G asks, is Nico hurt? I haven't seen him in the game yet. Yeah, they do that from time to time. They sort of forget about having that elite wide receiver. By the way, 3-1 Mariners, bottom of the 7th inning, but no outs. Wu is still in the game for Seattle, and the Blue Jays have runners on first and second with 0 outs. Greg Todd says, time to go get Mike McDaniel. Todd the Show says, I don't think CJ's smart enough for Mike McDaniel's offense. Perception is reality says, already looking bad. You're right. It is. It's not good. In fact, it's bad. Dirty Bay Breakers says 2023 was fool's gold. Debo says, Dan, the defense needs to provide some offense at this point. Yeah, they're going to need an interception I was hoping that given how much, given Sam Darnold and the Seahawks throwing the football downfield as much as they do, I was hoping, hey, maybe Kalen Balak makes a play, maybe Derek Stingley makes a play. But thus far, I'm not really 100% sure what the coverage was, but Derek Stingley seemed to slip, and a Seahawks receiver, Arroyo, never heard of him before, got open behind everybody and set the Seahawks up in the red zone, and they scored a couple of plays later. So that's where we're at, everybody. That's where we're at. Common Sense says... Common Sense 200 says, to be fair, this is a game that would be considered bedtime for most of these guys. Yes. Greg Todd says, Woo didn't start, Paulie. Kirby did. You think I'm watching fucking baseball? You guys are going to really correct me about baseball. I'm not. I didn't watch Game 6. I didn't watch it. I don't give a shit. It's football season. Okay? Paul, you're in Seattle for a little bit of time. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Is Woo a reliever? Is he a starter? I have no fucking clue. No clue. I know his last name is Woo, and I know that some Blue Jays fans maybe gave him a boo. That's at least what Mariners fans were saying. The Blue Jays fans that are here are booing Brian Woo, actually. They're not, and they're not booing George Springer. They're actually cheering as well that George Springer got a base. Oh, my God. Yeah. This is looking rough. So that's 2 big plays already by the Seahawks downfield. No, you didn't offend me, Greg Todd. I truly have no idea about anything in baseball. His name could be Boo. I wouldn't know. Much like with college football, everyone's nameless and faceless. They're just jerseys. Hands true, I would take CJ over Sam Darnold. Tebow says, seems like the sky is falling, and the game just started. Danny Garza Jr. says, defense is going to be gassed by the second quarter. Keith Corner asks, why did the Vikings not re-sign Darnold? Yeah, that's looking bad on their front. They had a lot of faith in J.J. McCarthy, who has an ankle injury that was supposed to keep him out 2 to 4 weeks. Now, Adam Schefter's saying, well, it clearly was going to keep him out 6 weeks. What? You reported that he was going to be out 1 to 2 weeks. 2 to 4. What? Ugh. I want to eat my chicken. This game is keeping me from my chicken and from going to bed early. Gosh. Got away with a face mask there. Texans need this so bad. Are they doing their own tush push? You got it. Gartholomew asks, Paul, I need Jackson Smith and Jigbo to stay under 8 points. You think I got it? Well, I think you're going to get this. Fuck your fantasy team. Fuck your fantasy team. Fuck it. Fuck it. But on a serious note, no, I think you're also fucked. I do. He's going to get 80 yards. They've already allowed 2 plays of 20 plus. George Springer just hit a home run. It is 4-3 Blue Jays. Oh, boy. That's pretty awesome that George Springer went deep. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Offsides. Oh, a tackle for a loss. Okay. So this is probably, once again, oh, they got the first down. I'm confused how that went from first and... never mind. I just can't do math. Bad job. Bad job by me. Third and 11. Need a sack here. Oh, I knew that was coming. That's dumb. I mean, you got to know you're close to the sideline. You don't need to pick him up and put him down in the ground. He's going to get fined for that for sure. I don't mind the aggression, but like you got to know where you are relative to the first down line. I don't like that this is a penalty. I don't like the call, but I get why they made that, and I'm not. I mean, Alshire should know better. It was well short of the first down, you know? Darnold did run right into him, but, like, it was well short of the first down. Ugh! That's Smith and Jigba. They threw a flag on that? They gave an unnecessary roughness for dunking on the goalposts. Or that's so lame. Why is it taking so long to call this? All right. How are we feeling, everybody? How are we feeling? Are we feeling good or are we feeling bad? Because personally, I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling very bad about this, and I'm mad that my chicken is getting cold. Victor Arcarian says blouses. We are close to that. We are close to that. Make yours great again. Please tell us how you really feel about CJ Stroud. But make yours again. Please tell us how you really feel about Stroud, though. Tell us how you really feel. Yeah, if you're a Mariners fan, like, and you're watching this game, yeah, you're definitely watching on your phone. But also, I mean, when you want to go to a bar now that this game's well in hand. King Tex says he needs to throw the ball and stop holding it. Yep, that would help, I think. Here's Nico Collins, person who was asking where Nico Collins is. Nice catch. King Tech says, put in Mills. BB says, I am in 10. It's on channel 11. Yes, it is on channel 11. What's up, Christian House? Make yours great again. You got to calm down, dude. You got to calm down. I'm not even reading these comments. This is complete rage. The worst quarterback in the league. Did you watch Justin Fields? Did you watch Spencer Rattler? Did you watch Tua Tagovailoa? Offsetting penalties. I feel like the Texans have been called for a lot of illegal downfields this year. Or maybe I'm thinking about Syracuse football. Make years great again. I don't understand why the Texans are still experimenting with CJ Stroud when he's obviously a bust. Bench his ass and put Mills in. Yeah, you're just talking stupid, bro.
I don't like that kind of thing.
Not sure if I played the right drop on that one, so got to change all the post-it notes that have the drops here. Make gears great again. Yes, I am watching Stroud. We're watching Texans Seahawks together. I don't think he's the worst quarterback in the league when he does what he just did right there. Collins should have caught that. It was right to him. I mean, they're just shooting themselves in the foot. Oh, it's going to be a long night. At least they're trying to get Collins involved, but that's... Yeah, that was bad by Stroud, that one. Stephen Marcus, 275, asks, what you typing so fast and furious? Game notes, everybody. I like to type them out. And the occasional tweet, too. Oh, boy. Ugh, big return. Colts are doing it with Daniel freaking Jones, and here we are. Yeah. Shane Steichen's a really good offensive coach. I mean, they almost beat the Texans to get into the playoffs at the end of the 2023 season with Gardner fucking Minshew missing pass after pass, you know? Childish BLVCK on TikTok says, in response to make gears great again, that he needs to tone it down. Make gears great again is really upset. Brother, it might be time. It might be time to walk away tonight. It might be time to walk away. You're very mad. This game is not going to make you happier. It's not. Wow. Yep, Mike Evans, per Todd Bowles, has a broken collarbone and will be out mostly toward the end of the year. He got knocked out, too. Jesus. That's rough. Devo says, bedtime's looking good right now. It is. Zachary Barra says, this team is embarrassing. Well, they do pick the absolute worst moments to look their worst. It seems that national TV and a Texans embarrassment go hand in hand. Zachary Barra, I don't know, man. That was a dumb play by Aziz, though. He's got to know better. Stephen Marcus says, I wish we were good enough to know whether CJ Stroud truly is the problem. The offense is so bad we can't even know. I don't think it's Stroud, but this offensive line, did it make any progress the last couple of weeks? Hard to believe that. The Birdman 77 says, CJ looks scared to death. Got to be strong in the pocket. Zachary Barris says taking the safety would have been better. It might have been. It might have been. Yeah. Carlos Luna says Giga Aggies. Yes, the Aggies, a much better football team than the Houston Texans. Chris G asks, Paul, what do you think about the Rockets using their big lineup to start the year? I like the big lineup. I like that we're bringing bully ball back to basketball. I think the basketball is sorely lacking in physicality, and while Şengün is not the most physical guy out there, Steven Adams sure as shit is. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Shout out to King Texas sending me a hat and a mustache. I don't what does that do? I don't know what it does, but it does something. That's for sure. Does something. Can I do something with that? Dirty Babe Breakers sent heart me. I don't know what that means either, but shout out. Shout out to you for those things that I do not understand on TikTok. Shout out. Kelman says, hey, if Denver can score 33 points in a quarter, who am I kidding? Yeah.
It's football time in Houston, and we're ready to play.
Make yours great again. That joke was something. It was something. Let's screw around. Where are all my buttons? Nope, that's the right one.
I don't like that kind of thing.
That's the button we got to play a little bit more. Oh, false start of the Seahawks. Hey. That was a really quick 3 and out, by the way. Really quick. He's got the Texans on a string. Oh, boy. Good coverage, Bullock. Big Ball Squad says it's a TikTok filter. Oh, interesting. Kelman says, I wish YouTube allowed the block button like the TikTok. Ryan Lost in Texas says, Bullocks right up. Shout out. Everybody hates Lockhart says on Instagram at Sports Gallant. This is about to be a shit show. You're probably right.
It's football time in Houston, and we're ready to play.
I'm going to try some new characters out on the show. Shout out to Kevin Reese. If you missed my show, you can catch me weekdays at noon on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X or Twitter or whatever you call it. King Tex also sent me Panther paws. I don't know what that does, but that's pretty cool. Do I have to like press a? Like, is there a? Oh shit. Is there a way to? Is it? Let's see. Can I do something with that? No. What do I do with? What do I do with the gifts? I don't know. But shout out this live stream. I've earned a whopping $1.18. So I'm very thrilled. We're doing great on the TikTok side of things. TikTok. China's gonna steal your data. Blah 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 blah. Anyone have any song requests? Because much like the last time we did a watch party against the Titans, I feel like I'm gonna want to off myself over the course of this one. You know, as one does. As one does. That's the NFL primetime song. It sounds like this. It sounds like this. It sounds like this. Yes, it sounds like this. I swear I am musically very good at what I'm doing. Bling, bling, bling. Brr. Gift gallery. Nope, can't do anything with that. Yeah, I don't know how. I'll be honest. I don't know how TikTok works. I really don't. It's for the girlfriend to figure out for me. User 975. I hate to hit the panic button, but what's your thoughts on dumping CJ and the offensive line and rebuilding? No. By the way, the Blue Jays up 4-3, top of the ninth inning. After that George Springer home run a couple of innings ago. Oh, God. No time. Yeah, this offensive line did not improve at all. I cannot use the GIFs, says Debo. They're just animations on your screen. Okay. Good point. Yeah, Greg Todd, I hate tanking. I really hate tanking. King Tex, your thoughts on the Astros offseason? I wish it wasn't now. That's my thought. I wish that they were in the playoffs so that we'd have something to be happy about as a city, as a community. Instead, it's they're taking away our crosswalks and there's Kings. Oh my fucking God. Fuck this. Fuck this. Oh. What in the fucking fuck? Oh. Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry, Lord. I'm sorry. But why do you give me these battles? What have I done? Why am I stuck covering this team? The Patriots are good again. Tom Brady in heaven? What in the... How? That was actually worse Oh! I'm in shock by how bad that was. Oh. Yeah, fuck it. Put in Mills. Fuck it. Oh. Lisa. I'm not stressed. I'm not even stressed. It's just what bothers me is I live in this city. I love this city. I want this team to do well because if this team does well and I'm covering the team while they do well, it helps my career out. Instead, like whenever they're on national TV, they just prove that they're a fucking joke. It's always this and this and this every goddamn time, from Letterman jackets to tonight, where Stroud is just doing some of the dumbest shit you'll ever see from a quarterback. He's in his third fucking year. What are we doing here? God damn it, man. Fine, make gears great again. Fine. Take your victory lap. Oh, fuck, bro. Chris Miller, 4266. Being a fan of this team is physically painful. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to take song requests. If you got any music that you want me to sing, please let me know. Oh, it's a touchdown, not a safety. No, Christian, turn it off. Turn it off. I mean, make your ears great again. You're kind of being an asshole about it, and like to say he's the worst quarterback in the league, I think is. I'll let Chris Broussard say it.
Is the man retarded? Let me apologize for using that word. Oh. I have my first cousin. We just put him to. He died a few months ago.
He's talking about you. Because that's the energy you're bringing here right now. You're definitely trolling. But he sucks tonight. So, yeah. Texans for Life asks, sing Dancing Queen. Big Ball Squad 2021 says, sing Sweet Home Alabama. Well, fuck it. Oh. Let's see how this sounds. There's so much cat hair on this thing because I haven't played it in like 3 years. Oh. Yeah. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait, so that was a touchback? Jesus Christ. What a bailout. We're going to put the guitar away. We're going to put Okay. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I'm just going to read what it says on my NFL stat website. Stroud sacked at the Houston 12 for negative 12 yards. Fumbles recovered by Seattle. D. Thomas at Houston 5. D. Thomas at Houston 1 for 4 yards. Fumbles recovered by Braxton Berrios at Houston 8. Touchback. Penalty on Xavier Hutchinson. Illegal shift enforced at the Houston 24. No play. The replay official reviewed the fumble ruling, and the play was upheld. The ruling on the field stands. And the Mariners' season is over. So it was just an illegal shift. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I went to go get my guitar out. Is Ken going to ask him about getting plunked on the knee? Devo asks, can I play taps on the guitar? I don't know, man. I haven't played guitar regularly since 2007. But that is the guitar. That is that very guitar. I played it in high school. I took a high school class. We losing because you need to clean that damn hat. Yeah, I know. The cat hair, man. The cat hair. Ugh. Debo, the cat is not the problem. The cat rules. Face mask. We need Flint Kubiak. Clint Kubiak, but yeah. Yep, thought so. Rainman2467 says, time to move on from CJ Stroud. As soon as he wore the Seattle hat, I was done with him. IXR2981 says, I'm getting 2013 flashbacks. No, Keith, I did not finish dinner. We are cheeks, says 312. King Tex says, bring David Carr back. I think he would die out there. Chris G says, this game is like watching a high school 5A team beat up on a 3A team. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, my God. Once again. I don't know if that's Stingley in man coverage or if that's Stingley in zone. Oof. Or if he's man there, but he just got beat. The Count of Monte Cristo says, man, I take a mediocre Shaw performance at this point. How about Case Keenum? TJ Yates on a short week, up trick play time. And, oh, Caleb Bullock! My key to the game guy. Hey, there's life. There's life. All right. Keep on watching. Count of Monte Cristo says, bring Brian Hoyer back. How about Brandon Weeden that one time? You know, the first show I did at Sports Radio 610 was after Schaub went down for the year. And I was supposed to do a show talking about how Matt Leinart was going to start for the Texans. And I kind of just roasted Matt Leinart the whole show. I was like, this is a hot tub guy. Bring Brock back. Brock Osweiler. Sage Rosenfels. Junior Broncos just said Barstool tweeted, Caleb Williams is about to call up CJ Stroud and teach a little bro a thing or two about playing QB in the NFL. Yeah, but Caleb Williams hasn't done shit. Should be like Drake May, but I get it. People are actually saying Davis Mills on the chat side of things. Dan Pastorini says Keith Corner. Oh, shit. Well, shout out to Zachary. Connor Sports Bar in Cyprus. Shout out to them. Yes, Count of Monte Cristo. I was in Seattle for like 2 years, and I've been back for 3 years. I was working at 3.5. Actually, shit's going to be 4 years in a couple of months. God, time has flown by. I was at ESPN Houston for a little bit, and about a month ago, I got laid off. Might be back on the radio in the near future. Make an announcement tomorrow. All right. So they're just going to force it to Collins, I think, the rest of the game. But Count Monte Cristo says, I remember listening to your PM show you did with Josh Beard. Yes. Yes. Tooth Pete on TikTok. Junior Broncos, the announcement will be tomorrow. Don't get too excited, though, if that answers your question at all. Good question. I talked to Josh the other day, but like all relationships, oh my God. Stroud body language. Looking great right now. Oh, but defensive holding. Let's go. Come on, Seahawks. Help the Texans out, because that's literally all. That's the only thing that's working. Like dumb trick play that gets picked off and fumbling a touchback out of the end zone and. Bring back Tony Banks. Hey! All right, Woody Marks. Josh is in Detroit, Josh Innes now. That's right, Tony can't do this because I'm watching with an antenna. The power of an antenna. Because whenever I watch on the live stream version, I always end up being like an hour behind everyone, and it drives me crazy. Ryan Lawson, Texas says, bring in Dave Ragone. For a while, the highest drafted quarterback after C.J. Stroud, simply by being, what, a second-round pick? I'm not even watching cable, Debo. I'm watching antenna. Count of Monte Cristo, yes. Lots of turnover. That's the industry. It's a shame. You would think, hey, let a show grow. But nope. I think each show needs about 2 years to work. And after 2 years, if you don't get results, yeah, that's generally it. Hold. Depot, you're disappointing me before the TV does. Yeah, there. Oh, off his hands. Sloppy football on both sides. Oh my God. Everything just looks embarrassing. All right. Field goal. Prom mill work, Houston. Will the Texans ever get it together, Paul? I mean, for fuck's sake. JC, this is effing irritating. Yes, it is. It's not good. All right, on the board, but not good, everybody. Tony, can't you? No, I am not. But I have lived here for do a little math. I have lived here for 12 years, which is the second longest I've lived anywhere in my life. I grew up in Massachusetts. I lived there until I was 14. Moved to Florida with my mom. So 2 years away from having lived in Houston as long as I lived in Massachusetts, which is pretty crazy to think about. Lived in Seattle for a couple of years too, and Syracuse, New York. Jolene says, go Seahawks. I'm going to miss baseball season. R.I.P. Mariners. Yeah, man, baseball season's like that. Greg Todd, bro, they won 6 Super Bowls. There's no way in hell I can drop that. I can drop a baseball team since I got to watch 162 games a year, but Patriots and Celtics are going to be my favorite 2 teams for my entire life. Debo says, let's bring back the Supersonics. That would be cool. No, not a native Houstonian, but I have lived here long enough where I consider this my home. Greg Todd, wait. Luis asks, what city did you like the most? Well, I had the most fun in Houston, that's for sure. The city where I went to high school, St. Petersburg, Florida, is probably my favorite, but it did not get as cool as it is now until after I graduated high school. But St. Pete's pretty awesome, and my mom lives there for most of the year, and my dad, even though my mom and my dad are divorced, lives on the other side of St. Petersburg for half the year. So I am a big fan of St. Petersburg. This offense is burned chicken, says JJ Blackshear. Yeah, that's not good. King Tex says, I couldn't see Paul a Cowboys fan. When I was 5, I liked the Cowboys. But that was because I was just starting to watch football, and I liked their helmets. And my godmother's husband, my uncle, was trying to make me a Cowboys fan early on. Almost got me. Greg Todd, yes, the Rockets have grown on me, but if the Celtics played the Rockets, I'd root for the Celtics. Because this is the first time that I've actually liked the Rockets. I did not like the Harden-era Rockets. I didn't like the way that they played. I thought stylistically it was unmanly and everything that's wrong with basketball as a sport. Grew up rooting for the Patriots, Count of Monte Cristo. I was at Tom Brady's first game. I've been to probably 50 Patriots games in my life. Have been to far more Texans games. Many of them have been just like this fucking shit show on the TV. Hooray! Don't you love football? It's great.
It's football time in Houston.
I want to eat my fucking salad.
Ready to play.
Put this terrible ass games in the way. Ted Johnson's awesome. Big fan. It was fun remembering more plays than Ted probably in his playing career because I was a little bit of a, let's just say, a special child. A special child who used to watch Patriots season highlight tapes over and over and over again after the season was done. Do you think that I watched Meeting the Challenge, the story of the 1997 Patriots, 37 plus times on VHS? I did. I could say the whole thing by heart. He said as he ate a salad in the most manly way possible. Pepe says, sad when you have the wrong side. Well, what's the wrong side? I grew up rooting for the greatest dynasty in the history of sports. It's awesome. I used to claim that I was better than people because of where my parents had sex. Because my parents having sex in the Massachusetts area, because that's what you have to do to create a child, meant that I was born in Massachusetts to see perhaps the greatest run of sports in the early 2000s that has ever happened in a city, between the Patriots and the Red Sox and the Celtics. Never really much of a Bruins fan. Debo says the Rockets got robbed against the Warriors. The refs wouldn't call a thing. You're talking about the latest playoff series or another playoff series? Ryan Lawson, Texas asks, Paul, do you think you could have caught a 92-yard touchdown pass while playing 5A high school football in Texas? No, I do not. I do not. I'd run out of steam, and I played every down of every game when I was in high school, but so it was a smaller school. But generally, once I ran 50 yards full sprint, I ran out of gas. It's not built for distance, and I didn't put in enough work. You said you ate a salad with mouthful and talked to everybody. I'm beautiful. Baby, I was talking about the VHS tape that I was obsessed with from the New England Patriots in 1997 that I felt the need to show you on YouTube. That was some awful tackling. Ugh. I'm so healthy. I'm a healthy little boy. I'm eating a salad because my mommy told me to. That would have been nice if Kamari Lassiter caught that, but he didn't. Alas, earwax.
I don't like that kind of thing.
Would have been nice. Would have been nice. Drops, not nice. You know? Darv MTZZZZZBD at 9917 asks, what do you think of CJ Stroud? I am frustrated by his seeming lack of development. It feels like he has been stuck at where he was at the end of his rookie season. I think there are excuses to be made about the offensive line in front of him. It's been rough. I do think he has great ball placement, and I do not think that he is entirely at fault for what's been going on tonight, but he has had two just absolutely awful mistakes to this point, and he also tripped over an offensive lineman a little bit ago. Calman says the Texans look like my son's Little League team whenever they play a club team. Tora McJohnson says the Texans are doing bad because it's past their bedtime. The NFL screwed them. Kay Hogan asks, at what point do we say Will Anderson is not the defensive leviathan that the Texans claim he is? Man, we're just going after everybody tonight, huh? Quellman says it feels like we get a QB who dominates the rookie year and we can't develop them past that. Like Watson. Huh, interesting theory. I mean, two different regimes. All right, I mean, take that little victory going into halftime. Honestly, if I'm the Seahawks, I think I'd go for it. 4th and 4. How long of a field goal is this? $53. I did the math right. How about that? Blocked. Nice. Autry. Big game, man. Do you show the game on your live? No, D-Sal. That's illegal. Illegal to do that. People getting banned from TikTok for things I'm saying. Eric Juarez, nah, bro. Trevor Lawrence is terrible. Inaccurate. Yeah, Todd, the show, I agree with you tonight. The body language is not great. You can watch the Galot Says live stream watch party on YouTube at Paul Galot, on Twitch at Galot Says, Facebook at Paul Galot Sports, X at Galot Says Pod, Instagram at Sports Galot, and of course on TikTok at Galot Says. CJ Stroud throws it downfield to Jalen Noel, who sets the Texans up in field goal range at the Seahawks 26. Wow, what a play! Can you imagine if someone was calling a game like that? CJ Stroud steps up in the pocket, passes it to the man, and boom goes the dynamite. Wow, what a catch. What a throw. Don't you love it when your favorite football team is doing things that are good on the football field? I like it a lot better than when they do things that are bad on the football field. That was a hell of a throw by Jalen Noel. And that's why he was a draft pick out of Iowa State, giving the Houston Texans 3 wide receivers from Iowa State as their roster currently stands. I don't understand why the Texans would run a play here with 6 seconds left. It seems like a foolhardy decision. But it seems the Seattle Seahawks were bamboozled by the Texans' decision to do such a thing, and now they had to call a timeout. Interesting. A very interesting moment. Should I keep talking about the game like this? I don't think I sound like Harry Carey, Devo. I think I sound like a cracked-out Syracuse graduate. This is what a lot of us sound like. We go to a broadcasting school, and we don't exactly have the best people skills, and We have great grades in high school and probably were nerds bullied when we were at the school before, but we make it to Syracuse, the Big Orange, with a chance to turn things into a career that will blow everybody away. And then you go and you do a little campus radio and you do a little campus TV and you develop a voice in a cadence that sounds like this. And you talk and you talk and you talk some more, and it's just so sexual in nature, the sexiness of your voice. You really like the sound of your voice as it's 1st and 10. I don't know why the Texans are running a play here. They throw it to the sideline, and that is going to set up a field goal right before halftime. Right before halftime, everybody. It's not going to be an easy field goal, but Mr. Kaimi Fairbairn has been one of the best kickers in the NFL over the last couple of years. Do you know what Kaimi Fairbairn's real name is? You probably don't, but I'm going to tell you, because I'm a broadcaster. And John Christian Kaimuno Ololo Emeka Ekikioka Kekakumua Pa Kwame Kamea Pua. Oh, it's right down the middle. It is a one-score game, defying all odds and acts of God. It is incredible to see the Houston Texans in this spot right now, isn't it? Isn't it? We're all looking at this score with a bit of a side eye. Yet, a knowing belief in our heart that our beloved Houston Texans could theoretically turn things around and win this game.
It's football time in Houston.
Todd the Show says Syracuse is a decent city to visit. I have family that lives there. Well, I hope they don't live in the part of town that as soon as you walk into it, you get stabbed by a random Italian American. Because it happens. Sorry I specified there, but that is how it goes. It do be like that from time to time. Don't you know? Killman says, I'm Casey Kasem. Does it sound like Casey Kasem? Maybe it does. I'm sure my downstairs neighbors want to kill themselves hearing me down here. Should I keep going with this voice, or should I try another voice? Should I start speaking like a proper broadcaster? This actually hurts the voice a little bit. I don't think I would be able to do that for a full broadcast. I just don't. You know, just don't think so. I just don't think so. It does sound Casey Kasem-ish. Okay. Debo says, fuck, now I gotta watch the whole game. It's funny, some of the people that are watching go like, yeah, oh shit, I gotta keep watching. Yep. Just when you thought we were out, they pulled you back in. Who's talking? Oh, it's Ryan Clark. We love Ryan Clark. Have you ever seen Ryan Clark apologize? Let me show you something, everybody. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Okay? Just let me show it to you. Okay? Just trust me. Trust me. Trust me. I'm going to show it to you.
I'm apologizing for the thing that everyone's mad at me for on the internet. Truly, I'm sorry if it offended you. I've learned a lot from the mistake I was told that I made. I learned that they'll fire me if I don't do this. More than anything, I just need you to know how sorry I am. That's why I'm using multiple camera angles to record this apology. Do these no-lens glasses that I sometimes wear on the air as a prop make me look sorry as well? You might be wondering, what is it that you're apologizing for? After all, you're always correct, always funny, and or always whatever it is you think that I'm good at. Yes, all of that is true. But I'm sorry about the thing, and I'm sorry if you're mad at me. Which if you are, it's kind of on you, but that's not the point. From the bottom of my heart, or on top of whatever it is that you think I hold dear, I'm truly sorry. Am I done?
Anyway, everybody, that's a Ryan Clark apology. TV says, that's why you get fired, because I talk like this. If only that were the reason. How much do you make now? $0.00. Could you see, everybody? I don't have a job. I'm glad I can first eat the salad. TB, I literally am making no money. No, I make no money. I wish I made money. But I have to get advertising for the show. That's true, BB. George Springer was the one who sent the Mariners home. That's true, Debo. I have made, on tonight's broadcast, $1 on TikTok. And I appreciate everybody for helping me with that $1. Yeah, TB. Cody's done a very good job building up that YouTube channel. They get way more traffic than I do. And they've also gotten advertising. He and Landry put together a really good plan with that Houston football. And, I mean, I would say as far as people who are actually there in the locker room covering the team, I think their coverage is second to none. I'm sure there's other people that have their own thoughts, but no, they do a great job. Oh. Zachary Barra says his son goes to Full Sail working on sports media. That's in Florida, right? I think my not quite stepbrother, but basically my stepbrother of 10 years went to Full Sail for the exact same thing. Will McLean. Good dude. Kay Hogan says, you may be the most entertaining unemployed person I keep up with. Well, you haven't seen the homeless man underneath the bridge that's on Chimney Rock and 59. You haven't seen that guy. Looks like Kurt Cobain during the day. And, you know, I got to say, I'm very impressed by his sexual gyrations that he does under the underpass, looking to get the occasional tip. I'm sure he gets more tips than I do on, no, not that kind of tip. Get your mind out of the gutter. But I'm sure he makes more tips than I do on the TikTok, that's for sure. Big Ball Squad. Paul, you should get a coaching job in Penn State. No, I would. There's no amount of money that could get me to State College, Pennsylvania. Especially with everything I've said on the internet about those fuckers. Nope. Junk Fungus 85 asks, do Astros fans hate Mariners fans as much as Mariners fans hate Astros fans? That is a great question. I think Astros fans hate Dodgers fans more than anyone. Yankees fans have become irrelevant to the average Astros fan. But Mariners fans are probably close to number one, given that Mariners have owned the series for the last 3 years. J. Caesar 1060 says, nope, Rangers. I can't remember the last time I saw a Rangers fan in public. Losing to them in 2023 sucked, but like I didn't know any Rangers fans before that series, and I don't know if any exist after that series. Oh, shout out to user 2419629139591 for $5. I appreciate the $5, everybody.
Oi! 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 Zigzag, zigzag, oi, oi, oi.
I do. Jimmy Lopez asks, what do you think the Blue Jays need to do to keep up with the Dodgers? Steroids. BB, imagine how Seattle fans will feel if they lose to this Texans team after the Mariners lost. Definitely bad. Junk Fungus 85 says, big Mariner fan, don't have disdain for the Astros like most. I was just curious. I'm a Houston fan. I'm the wrong person to ask too because I covered the Mariners for a couple of years, and I have a little affinity for the Mariners. I do think the series between them have been pretty spicy the last 3 years. But I definitely think that Mariners are close to the top. The Dodgers hate is very high because the Dodgers complain so much about 2017, and the Dodgers have never made it back to the World Series to play the Astros to settle it once and for all, if you will, you know? But if the Dodgers get a second in 2 years and a third since the asterisk title they won during the pandemic, then yeah. It might go back to that. I do think also, though, I mean, if you're an Astros fan, you can say, well, the Astros, who were extremely injured, swept the Dodgers in July on our nation's birthday. Hans 2 says the Jays need about $300 million more in payroll. Yes. Greg Todd asks, do you not get anything from subscription on Twitch? I mean, I don't have that many subscriptions on it, you know? I have some, but nah, financially, we're going to have to figure something out. TB asks, am I married? Nope, but I have a great girlfriend who I love dearly. Stephen Marcus, I got to figure that out, how much of a sponsor costs. I'm like, I don't want to. I do think we get some pretty good numbers, but we don't get great numbers. And I want to know that whatever numbers I'm getting would correspond to. I just don't want to shaft anybody, you know? And there's a part of me that maybe lacks a little bit of confidence in myself, thinking that I'm going to be able to net a return for someone doing a podcast every single day that would merit getting paid a specific amount of money, you know? So I actually don't know. I got to figure that out. I wish that one of the things that's kind of tough about doing stuff on your own is that you really got to do everything. Like I'm doing the thumbnails, I'm doing the video editing after the fact. And that's a lot of work. Ryan Lawson, Texas, asks, Paul, did your dad teach you how to grill? No, because my dad left when I was 14. Thanks for asking. I mean, he taught me how to cook. But we've never really used a grill because we've never really lived anywhere with a grill. So, at least my parents split when I was 12. So I don't think I was ever old enough to actually operate a grill in the eyes of my dad. We did have a grill. We did use a grill from time to time. But no, I've actually never cooked something on my own on a grill. I always used the the stovetop and the oven. So for like a steak, I'll sear on this. Oh, Jesus, this team is like. God. Yeah, JSN is definitely winning. Hard to explain. C, what's up, bro? And yeah, bro, I wasn't sure. The thumbnail's very small on the computer right now. Zay says, bro, my shit is thumping out the shorts. Are you talking about your penis? Quit? What? That's sexual harassment. Gibby, thank you for your prayers. Are we winning? I don't know. I'd pray more for the win than for my success. You know? I feel like I will be back. Not alluding to anything. But I just don't know when. There have been some people that have told me maybe get out of the industry altogether, and I've thought about it a little bit. You know? Or at least do it in maybe like more of a, oh my God. He was on his ass. How do you get picked off by a guy in his butt? Oh. This is a... I don't know why this does this all the time. Do I like Stroud? Yes, I do, but this is a tough watch. Steven Marcus asks, whatever happened to Mike Meltzer? He is a lawyer now. Smart man. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I'm just sick of this. You know, I'm just sick of it. Not even done my salad yet. Not even done my salad. Grattan Flynn, I agree. This has been garbage. It is a miracle that Jesus, never a chance. Okay, Hogan. I mean, but this is what I got to do. Like, this is my job. It's always this team. You know, I wish I was talking about the Patriots for my job. I do love it in Houston, and I want to stay here. But it's the same goddamn thing every year. El Jefe Tixon Talk says, you know the Lions won again? Cool. That was a nice win over the Bucs. That was a nice win. Congratulations, Lions. Must be nice. That's good defense, at least. Pay more, dog. I've spent more times, more days, and more nights covering this fucking team. And I know it's a lifelong dream for some, but I feel like I've been in it and frustrated by it more than a lot of Texans fans, given that I have watched just about every single game. Oh, good. All right. El Jefe, that game was on Sunday night. I don't know. By that same logic, do you think the Lions are still hungover from blowing a 24-7 lead in the NFC Championship game? I don't know. Probably not. They were struggling before that. Oh, almost missed that. Sony Darko says we are glorified Browns fans. Well, minus the pervert quarterback, although he was here for a little bit. But yeah, this has been rough. It's also a boring game. Payne Moore says, I know I'm 34 though and I'm from here. At least you have alternate teams to cheat for. Well, I mean, Todd the Show says Rockets content might be better in a month. I hope so. I do hope so, but football's my favorite, you know? Ugh. I don't know why. Greg Todd, yes, we will always have Cougs basketball, our beloved Cougs. That's indeed true. Allie M. Fern says, is it worse to be a Bengals fan or a Texans fan? Well, I mean, there's no expectations for the Bengals when they just beat the arch rivals Steelers, or one of the arch rivals, right? So, no, Allie, you got it good. You were riding high after that Thursday night game. User 2419-629-139591. I mean, this the Gallant Says podcast, everybody. Dewey Texans podcast on YouTube. It's a all Houston sports podcast and goofing off and sometimes talking about the things going on in our fair city. Like a crosswalk gate. Okay, Hogan switched to a Crown Royal. Yeah, I might get a Pendleton in a little bit. Also, this room's getting a little warm. Oh. Oh. Hey, Paul, how have the Texans been playing tonight? What was that? I don't know. I don't know, man. This is my man cave. Yeah, that's kind of my second bedroom, and I've turned it into my office. Wish I had better TVs here. Kay Hogan, what are you waiting for? I'm doing a watch party, everybody. I'm trying to build a following, and we are going to watch this game until the end. Fellman says, D'Amico is starting to have the Kubiak Houston career. Too damn nice. Waits until the job is on the line to get the coordinator job right. Coffee and Whiskey says, not trying to overreact, but damn, this is just getting old. Christy says, bring Gary Kubiak back. Kay Hogan asks, are you going to watch this sober? I mean, look, guys. Todd the Show is right. It's 17-6. The Seahawks have had plenty of opportunities to deliver the kill shot, and they haven't yet. Oh, boy. Like, this play is working, by the way. That play has worked all night. Throw it away. Washed Up Dead, shout out to you for following me because you get to be miserable with me. We all get to be miserable together. You know? If the Texans do not score on this drive, I will be making myself a Pendleton whiskey on the rock. I think Arian Foster, TikToker, is doing a podcast. Did he get nominated for the Hall of Fame? Really? No way. Did Arian Foster get nominated for the Hall of Fame? Yeah. I didn't know that. That was 3 weeks ago, I guess. Good for him. Very cool. Now, there's a lot of other guys in that conversation that are going to get more love than him because of how short his career was. Frank Gore, specifically. Marshawn Lynch. Fred Taylor, maybe even, but oof. Hospital ball. Yeah, that was good coverage by that guy. Don't hit your head, you'll give yourself a concussion, buddy. Don't do that. That's dangerous. You'll give yourself brain damage. And what do we say about that?
I don't like that kind of thing.
Oh, well. Agunbowale with a catch. Oh, nah, never mind. Gotta go for it here, I think. All right. Whiskey time. What'd I miss? Oh, wow. Bigger Pats fan or Texans fan? Pats, come on. It's whiskey time in Texas, says Jason Zuniga. Are you ready to drink? Yeah, here we go. Kate Hogan says, Pendleton, your girlfriend's going to be pissed. No, we actually had whiskey in Pendleton, Oregon. I had a Pendleton whiskey in Pendleton, Oregon. If only the sponsors stuck with me. I don't think Cushing is still there anymore. El Jefe ticks and talks. I don't know what he does now, to be perfectly honest. Texans swarm! Got him right where we want him. Kay Hogan says, we don't drink so much because we want to. It's because we want to protect the ones we love. Kay Hogan, I don't know if that's true, man. DJO4150, this game is abysmal, but you know what's not abysmal? All of us hanging out together. We're a community of Texans fans. Miserable. Oh! Touchdown! That's a touchdown! Terminator! Will Anderson! Strip sack fumble. Will Anderson did a bull rush through the Seahawks offensive line. And then he got a strip sack and a fumble recovery. Give it to me, Clay. No, not that. Off his hands. A lot of people are crediting me drinking for the touchdown. Pendleton whiskey. Paul starts drinking it when things aren't going well for the Texans, and sometimes things turn around. All right, BRB. I got to pee. And I ain't R. Kelly. Ugh. Yellow Bull says, right, not R. Kelly. R. Kelly has talent. Yes, he is very talented when it comes to peeing on underage women. I'm assuming you're an R. Kelly fan. You want me to sing the remix to Ignition to you so that I can show you how wrong you are? let me look up the lyrics first and try to introduce you to a little remix. Remix lyrics. For those who don't know, specifically you, Yellow Bull Copyright on TikTok, with a very, very hardo avatar. But here we go. Not a fan, but he can sing. Well, what? You think I can't sing? Did you not hear me sing the Terminator 2 theme just moments ago? Huh. Unbelievable. Now, usually I don't do this, but go ahead and break them off with a little preview of the remix. Now, I'm not trying to be rude, but hey, pretty girl, I'm feeling you. The way you do the things you do reminds me of my Lexus coupe. That's why I'm up in your grill, trying to get you to a hotel. You must be a football coach, the way you got me playing the field. So give me that doot doot, and let me give me that beep beep. Running her hands through my fro, bouncing on 24s. What they saying on the radio? This is remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling that body, got every man in here wishing, sipping on coke and rum. I'm like, so what, I'm drunk. It's a freaking weekend, baby, I'm about to have me some fun. P, 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 P. The theme needed seasoning. That's racist, sir. That's racist. And I don't like that kind of thing.
I don't like that kind of thing.
Todd the Show says you can dislike a person, but don't hate on the artist. I don't know any of the other songs he's done. Except for the I believe I can fly. I got arrested by the FBI. All I wanted was some punani, but I had to go and pee. See? Who's talented now? That remix was like boiled chicken. Again, that's racist. You should see how I season my chicken. Yellow Bull. Yellow Bull, he's not going to pee on you. I know you want him to, but he's not going to do it. Okay? I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just giving you the facts. Surprised you haven't gotten banned on TikTok for this one. Ryan Lost in Texas said, Hitler had some art. Not a fan of that. Interesting. Very interesting. Doo-ba-doo-doo-wop, shibble-a-dee-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo-wop, la-la-la-la-la, la-la-la-la-la, la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. I'm zoning you. The Texans are like Stockholm Syndrome. Why am I watching? Why am I watching? You know? Great point, Paul. You're making lots of great points. El Jefe, Texans Hawks. Do you feel like the Texans are in win now mode? Yes. I do not think they will go to rebuild if they don't make the playoffs. It would be nice for the offense to do something of value. I'm with you, Yellow Bull. Chris G, that is a question that I hope someone asks after the game's done. 20-12. Jackson Smith. Jigba. Jackson Smith. Jigba. He's very good. I'm wondering if Stingley is more injured than he's letting on. Keith Corner asks, do you think the Patriots will make the playoffs? Yes, their schedule is the easiest in the NFL the rest of the way. El Jefe's Ticks and Talks asks, when is Mixon back? Probably not this year. Quellman says, get a proven play caller. Ryan Lost in Texas, is it true that you're growing a mustache for your Halloween costume? Yes. If true, have you also bought some short shorts to complete your Magnum PI costume? I mean, I did it last year. I just didn't get a picture of it. I'm probably going to wear jeans because I'm going to be up in New England when I'm doing Magnum PI. I'm also, I think, and I got to order the costumes tonight. I think I got to order a Randy Marsh shirt. Okay, Hogan, what are your thoughts on D'Amico's fake laughs when asked real questions at press conferences? Hey, listen, people handle press conferences different ways. I just know D'Amico Ryan's press conferences, oh my God, Woody Marks, what are you doing, man? Ugh. El Jefe's Ticks and Talks. QBX finger tapping during press conferences is legendary, yes. Bill O'Brien getting into weird back and forths with May during press conferences. That was always fun. Schultz has been great tonight. Yeah, this play keeps working. All right, I'm not going to cover myself in mayo, Ryan Lost in Texas. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But I am at the point in my life where I can dress up as a father. Yeah, that was funny, K. Hogan, how he would call Rick Dennison Rico at press conferences, Gary Kubiak back in the day. All right, 3rd and 1. With Marks. Not even close. Like, why? One more. What the fuck are these calls? Oh. What the fuck? I don't think Matt Patricia's that... Well, yeah, he was bad as a head coach. He was bad as a head coach. Oh. Like, if you're going to do it... If you're going to do it with Chubb. Oh, for Christ's sake. don't know. Maybe someone's hurt. Everyone's out on Kaylee. Oh. That's brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. If they lose, I'm definitely not doing a post game tonight. Yeah, maybe I will. I don't know. God. Oh. That was a great throw. I don't really know what else to say, guys. Graden Flynn, sup, dog. They're gonna be set up at the 1. Ryan Lost in Texas asks, on a scale from 1 to Florida, how much meth would it take you to do a morning show tomorrow? I don't know. Glenn says I'm ready for the Rockets. As am I. Shout out to everyone on TikTok who's followed me tonight. Got 12 new followers out of it. Appreciate you guys all stopping by. We're all in a shared collective experience of Texans in primetime football, which is a long way of saying misery. Easy. All right, well, they tackled him. Delaying the inevitable. Mr. Anderson, right here, what we have is the air of inevitability. Mr. Anderson. LFA's Ticks and Talk says Larry from Stafford will have a lot to say tomorrow. Is he going to say that he should be playing running back instead of Woody Marks? Like when he said Jamal Shed after he busted his ankle in the NCAA tournament a couple of years ago, that he could have played on that. And I actually called him out. I said, yeah, dude, you're fat. You would have snapped your ankle. And he got really mad at me. I think he was just drunk when he said it. All right. Well, that's probably it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This team stinks. Battle fighting, quote the Kubiak, nevermore, I know. Jordy, I think you're right. Houston Concrete Artist says, Texans, baby, we fighting. That's so true. I think CJ does have legs, Danny. That's what's weird. He doesn't trust them as much as he probably should. You know, we'll always have me doing the Terminator 2 theme after Will Anderson had the strip sack, fumble, recovery, touchdown. We'll always have that. Oh my God. Oh, yep. Done. That is game blouses. I don't want to play a drinking game. I got to do TV tomorrow. Yellow Bolt, Denver did make a comeback. You are right. I mean, if we want to do that. Was that a 3 now? I don't even care anymore. It is a good defense, El Jefe's Texans talks, but oof. Yeah, there was less time. But, I mean, does anyone think this offense is doing anything? See you, Rick. Have a good night, man. Ugh. Well, anyone got anything to say? I don't. I really don't. I don't. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say here. There's still another fucking quarter. Trash. Bubba Doobie voice. What does Bubba Doobie sound like? Trash. Depot says, good night, bro. Good luck with your future career aspirations. Thanks. El Jefe's in TikTok says, at least you're not the Cowboys. The Cowboys look good. The Cowboys look good. The Cowboys offense scored almost 50 points yesterday. Yep, Rockets basketball tips off tomorrow. Might be a Rockets podcast. The Gallant Says podcast every weekday at noon on YouTube at Paul Gallant, Twitch at Gallant Says, Facebook at Paul Gallant Sports, X at Gallant Says, Pod, Instagram at Sports Gallant, TikTok at Gallant Says, Apple Podcast, Spotify. Subscribe, rate, and review, all that shit. Do it, please. Deshaun Watson. Yeah, like literally you have to pick six that deflected pass. Way too early Texans mock draft. I don't do the mock draft stuff. Thank you, Houston Concrete Artist, for sending the rose. We can lay it over the Texans' grave. Logan and Mason, good night. I'm sorry. It is, after all, a primetime edition of... Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. What the fuck is this? Houston, we have a football problem. Lone Ranger 614 says, Paul, I started working on my football and Houston sax recording. Well, if you can do that, great. If you can do it on a trombone, even better. Mother Evan Cornbread, the problem is I watch them so much. And it's like I'm in a loveless marriage that I can't get out of because I care about the kids. Almost blocked that. Logan and Mason, Watching you is more fun than the Trash Texans. Looking forward to your reactions tomorrow. Do I have to react tomorrow? I don't want to. I'd rather talk about the stupid-ass Houston crosswalks. Or Houston media getting mad that the mayor did an interview with the New York Times and not with them. Ryan lost to Texas. Why would I encourage anyone to play the trombone? Are you serious? How dare you? You're the only person that doesn't like the Astros trombone. Play the bone in honor of Springer. Yeah, fuck it. Let me get the headphones on. Let's just... I'm about to play like Legend of Zelda music. What's up, Jeremy Larson? I'm not blaming... I don't think Davis Mills is going to be better, you know? This offensive line's brutal, but do not make too many do not make too many excuses for CJ Stroud. He's been brutal tonight. Let's see. Where is it? There we go. Fuck it. This music makes me a little happy, at least. Ah! I don't know why I got that excited over an incomplete. Jeremy Larson, I'm the real deal. I'm friends from my youth with Will Myers, who played on the Padres. Well, shout out to Will Myers, Jeremy Larson, and to you for hanging out. Why hasn't anyone transcribed the no one has transcribed this song, and it bums me out. It really does. No one has transcribed How About Them Stros by Paul Wall. Oh wow, another incomplete pass. Unbelievable. Who would have thought? Red Leaf. Are you related to Leif Erikson? Shout out to you, Avery Hewitt. Yes, this is rough. And WTXJSH, this is rough. Good night, B. Hannon. I'm drinking Pendleton whiskey, and we're gonna talk like this. We're gonna talk like it's NPR, and this music's gonna be on in the background, and it's hopefully smooth jazz to get you through the night. When I was growing up in Massachusetts, I used to listen to a radio show on Magic 106.7. It was a continuous soft rock station. It was called Magic 106.7. And every single night there was a man who spoke like this while they played continuous soft rock. And the DJ was named David Allen Boucher. I guess he knew my dad growing up. And it was David Allen Boucher with Bedtime Magic. And they used to play this song in the background. You know? Anyway. Yeah, this isn't great, guys. You know what? I got another song we can play here. Okay? Because at this point...
Well, it's finally here. I've been waiting all week just to kick this thing off. I've been rocking away on the edge of my seat. Now I'm ready to roll. Here they come to mix things up. Let your boots, baby. Let your boots. Let's get ready to root for our team. All you Texans,
get up and scream! Football time in Houston, and we're ready to play. And there's no time to lose now, except for our entire Monday night. Welcome to the greatest city of all, Houston, Texas. Are you ready for some football?
It can rain, it can pour, it can snow, I don't care.
They have a roof. Can't do any of those things. But we're into the end. He's harmonizing with himself.
We're gonna win.
Not tonight.
I'm so excited that we're all here.
I love it. They're just like running the ball, like in NFL points. They're just chucking it deep every play. God damn it.
Get on your feet, make some noise. It's football time in Houston.
And we're ready to play. Yeah, this play calling is rough, guys. It's red, white, and blue today.
Welcome to the greatest city of all, Houston, Texas.
God damn it, Marco.
Are you ready for some football?
Oh, it's awful. Is it as bad as the play calling?
Courage, pride, independence, and tradition, strength. The Texans are about to march. Toro's getting ready.
They're throwing long because they're just running to bomb from NFL Blitz.
It's football time in Houston. Oh, and we're ready to play.
Fuck yeah, Clay.
We got no time to lose now.
It's red, white, and blue today.
Welcome to the greatest
City of all.
Houston, Texas. Are you ready for some football?
Fuck yeah, Clay. Hell yeah. I wish they had FBI back on. At least we were watching FBI earlier. Welcome to the greatest city. You know what? I'll give you this song, guys, because it's a very... Oh, Jesus. Nico's hurt now. Fuck. Game's over and it got worse. Fuck it. So, the Toronto Blue Jays beat the Seattle Mariners, and while I like the Mariners, I do. I know a lot of Astros fans don't, so I'm just going to give Astros fans... I'm going to give Astros fans this.
Why did they argue the umpires? it's only a game? Why do the catchers wear iron masks? Why do they die for the dive on the glass? Why do they go head first into home? Why do the losers feel all alone? Who says it's only a game?
When you want it, you give it all you've got. The war's not over till the final shot. This song was written on cocaine. Who says it's only a game? How many lines did the man who wrote this song do? How many times did he have to go poo? Cocaine makes you stop going to the bathroom. That's what I've read on the internet. Who says it's only a game? With me now, Astros, baseball. Who says it's only a game? That's nice. So, running out of songs to play. Running out of songs. But we played a bunch. You know? Is this weird AI? No, these are all songs, guys. These are all real songs that were from back in the day. Chalupa Poppy says, Trash Stros. Well, 2-time champion Trash Stros to you, sir. 2-time champions. Ooh, a fumble. The Texans defense. Texans swarm.
It's football time in Houston, and we're ready to play.
Let's go. Hell yeah. Let's kiss the Texans' ass because they forced a fumble. Yeah, all right. You know, the Broncos did have a crazy comeback against the Giants. Largo, be nice. Be nice. Come on. That song was always playing, plus AC/DC at Reliance Stadium in the early years. Yeah, man. You should play more AC/DC. Bring back the classic rock. All right, go Woody. There you go. Gotta pick up the pace, though. Yeah. More swings at it. Speaking of more swings at it, the Mariners' swings are over because they lost. Don't you see? The season is over for them. Oh, boy. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, Jehovah. Please protect our CJ. Oh, great. Now Stroud's hurt. Well, all these people asking for Davis Mills. You're going to finally see your man. What happened? That's the best guard in the NFL at Ingram to you, Chris Fowler. Oh, ay caramba. Ay caramba. Greg Todd asks, Paul, what's a good number of games for KD for you this year? I would say 62. What was the 15-yard penalty for there? Oh, boy. God, he's got awful happy feet now. Austin Swan, yes, the play calling's bad. The quarterback plays bad. The protection's bad. Everyone but Dalton Schultz is bad right now. Nico's out. Oh, man. Jamarcus Tyrone. I don't know if this is on Casario, man. I mean, one for 10 on third down. Holy shit. Oh, God. Maybe I should just stop talking about sports. Oh, I don't like sports. I don't like sports anymore. I don't want to watch them. I don't want to watch them. Hey, everybody, here's my feet. We're starting a foot fans. Just for you. I'm crushed, not gonna lie, Paul. Well, I'm depressed, and I have alcohol in my system. Am I safe with myself? Mother effing cornbread's asking, why are y'all acting like Cowboys fans? Well, the Cowboys are good. They're 3-1, and their offense is scoring 7,000 points a game. So, don't you see? Don't you see? Don't you see? Chris G doesn't like Jake Andrews. Desert Stro says that Texans should forever be banned from national TV games in the regular season. How many left are there? How many more? I'm not even saying excuse me anymore. You're here with me. We're all stuck in filth. Nothing matters. Everything's stupid. You know? Let's see. Please, for the love of God. Play calling makes me want to die. I don't even know. Like, there's so many bad things going on. I don't even know who to point the finger at. I do know that I am pointing a middle finger at myself for choosing to watch this entire game. You don't even have a job, Paul. Why are you doing it? Because I want to get a job again, and this might help. This might help. Oh, my God. I want to hear Stroud's numbers right now? Jeez. This is the first time I've looked at the stats. CJ Stroud is... Oh, great. He's concussed, too. Which he's... Oof. Yep, he's out. Joe says, we are the definition of frauds. Austin Swan said he felt checked out of this game after the safety in the first. Yes, you're right, Chris. Sorry, I didn't get to the stats. CJ Stroud is And I bet you won't believe this, but he's 15 of 34. I can't believe he has 15 completions, to be perfectly honest. He is 15 of 34 for a whopping 147 yards, 4.3 yards per attempt. This is bad. Should be more than one interception. NW says we need to fire Caley. Yeah. It does seem like Nico's probably done. Why are they giving us this camera angle? Are they trying to tip us off if we're at the game as a Texans fan on like where to jump from? It's a weird angle. Ryan Lawson, Texas. Why is your wife quoting Jaws? Ooh. Whoa, come on, you fucking idiot. Why did he come in at the end? That was a cheap shot. Oh. All right. I don't understand how this game is not over, but it's technically not over. God, it's midnight. Yeah, Schultz is the only guy. Now he's hurt. Great. mean, I don't even know what kind of desperation we're talking about here. TYP_V. Oh, man. Yeah, almost picked again. Oh, my God. Yeah, put Stingley in on offense. Fuck it. Payne more. Fuck it. Were Dick, Willie, and Poor Marine the same guy? I think I've seen Dick Willie on YouTube. This is a question for the Twitch. Jalen Knoll. All right, that was a funny question, though, right? Ugh. I'm funny when I'm bored. It's going to be so... If the Texans score and get the 2-point conversion to make this a 1-score game, it's going to be hilarious. Big if. He's in. They're moving very slowly. Stroud, 19 of 41. Sup, biggest Skeeter? Nor we could bring back Bobby Slowick, I suppose. Oh, interesting. I hate Largo. I didn't know Dick Willie had a problematic incident in the downtown parking garage. Did he get shot? Got him. He did have him. I don't think they're going to score. Oh. Wow, I hate Largo. I did not know that. That's pretty wild. I think... Oh, no. Woody Marks is on the field. Woody Marks is on the field. Oh, my God. Don't give it to Woody Marks. Don't give it to Woody Marks. Oh, my God. What in the actual fuck? Give it to Marks. Fuck it. Give it to Marks. Oh my God. I can't believe he gave it to Marks. Like, I actually can't. I'm just... Got my emotional support cat back. Oh, my little baby. My little tiny kitty cat. Oh. I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always bad in prime time. And I gave you shitty offense. Now, baby, please stop. One way or another, CJ Stroud gonna get sacked, and it's not good, or I'm Ja Rule. I should have stayed in the Fast and Furious franchise. Now, baby, how would I be without you? What would I be without you? If I didn't have to watch the Texans, I could be hanging, eating Mexican food. What would I be without you? Anyway. Munkles, what do you think? Is everything bad? Don't you wish I was in bed? I wish I was in bed. Everything's terrible and nothing matters. And football's a terrible sport. I know. Even though I was once a great legend at the lowest level of high school football in Florida, in my own mind, it's now a sport that brings me no joy. Love you, honey. There you go. Yeah, they couldn't get a. They got negative 5 yards in 4 plays. Oh. What? What? Why are the Seahawks throwing? Nico Autry's at least been good. I don't know why they're still passing. That's weird. Another. Oh my God, Dalton Schultz is like Gronk in this fucking game. Again? I feel like Lamont's been banned every 5 minutes on X. Well, I mean, honestly, that should be in bounds to call Gavin Newsom. The man fucked his best friend's wife. Nice. Did you know that Braxton Berrios is dating TikTok it girl Alex Earl? Now you do. And we're on TikTok at Gallant Says, and on YouTube at Paul Gallant, and on Twitch at Gallant Says, and on Facebook at Paul Gallant Sports, and on Instagram at Sports Gallant, and on X at Gallant Says. Oh, it's because he tagged him? Oh, that's maybe. Nice. Holding. Should have been holding. Alex Gonzalez comments, I'm paying $5,000, incorrect spelling, to the first 5 persons who messaged me with God did, in quotation marks, and then 100. Well, Alex Gonzalez, I hope you die. I do. From an internet perspective, of course. Just from an internet perspective. That's it. That's all. Why am I still watching? It's not fun at all. It's not fun at all. Yeah, let's trade for Shooter Sanders. Screw it. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is a one-score game. And yay! A touchdown reception for Woody Marks. Hooray! Hooray, everybody. We're back in the game. Things are going great. The Texans might win tonight. They might. They just might. A lot of people have been doubting them. And you know what? I understand the doubts. But take a look at this. Take a look at my Texans. They're the only one I got. Ba 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 ba. Playing on Monday Night Football. It can be a lot. 'Cause they suck on prime time very often. Letterman jacket game. And that game against the Packers. Those were both in 2012. Take a look at the Texans. They are god-awful on Monday night. Ba 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 ba. It makes me want to die a little bit inside. Ba 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 ba. Anyway. Should we play it? Yeah, we should.
It's football time in Houston, and we're ready to
You know
play.
what? We need some magic here. We need some magic.
Well, it's finally here. I've been waiting.
They're kicking it away? What are you doing? You've one timeout.
On the edge of my seat. Now I'm ready to roll. Here they come to mix things up. Bet your boots they ain't tough enough. Let's get ready to root for our team. All you Texans, get up and scream. It's football time in Houston, and we're ready to play. We've got no time to lose now. It's red, white, and blue today. Welcome to the greatest
It didn't work.
city of all. Houston, Texas.
They've had the ball for 43 minutes. Oh, I gotta stop it. Guys, I need to tell you something. I'm having a really bad time. I've hated every fucking second of this. Every goddamn second. It's brought me closer to just wanting to never not watch another football game. How many times have I said this watching the Texans over the course of my life? Get this. A lot. How much closer can I get? Hey. This is fucking bad. Bad TikTok camera looking at you now. All of this is bad. I hate every second of this. Thank you, all FAs on TikTok. Thank you. This team should have kicked it on sides. I hope I'm scaring you with how close I am to the camera. Because at least I don't have to watch the game if I'm this close. No, I can't sleep. I made a commitment. I made a commitment to watch this game to the end. The very end. The very, 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 very end. I'm gonna make just creaking microphone noises. That's more productive than the Texans offense. This noise I'm making, it's a microphone. No, that burp wasn't as loud as I thought it was going to be. Wow, room temperature vodka, Lone Ranger 614. That's down bad. Sorry, I know everyone's not enjoying this noise I'm making, but I'm sad. And I'm trying to amuse myself. Oh, great. Personal foul. If they end the game on a stupid penalty, that would just be perfect. Yep, there we go. All right. I don't understand why they fucking didn't kick it on sides. Do I do a live? Should I do a separate post game stream? User 474533890 says, I tried to follow you for sports, but your MAGA politics ruined it. Just some feedback. What? What are you even talking about? Because I said Gavin Newsom fucked his friend's wife? Because he did. He actually did. And I don't know how that's MAGA. That's a fact. It actually happened. Anyway, I'm sorry, user 474338890. I'm sorry that I don't see the world in the same way you do. I'm so sorry about that. But I suppose I'm just going to have to live with this, much like I'm going to have to live with covering this god-awful fucking football team that makes me so upset and so angry. Well, they're just like how many dumb things do they do tonight? I mean, we lost track. Glenn Too Deep, I don't know. Some TikToker's mad. I tried to follow you for sports. Listen, we talk about everything. And can you blame me talking about not just sports when I'm going to keep creaking the microphone. When I gotta deal with this team. The mic sounds like it's moaning. Oh boy, guys. Yeah, I got nothing else. I'm torn. I do have TV tomorrow morning. I don't know what else to say. I probably should do like 20 minutes on this. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Let's see how much energy I have. This has been 4 hours. God, this game was 3 hours and 45 minutes. At least this TikTok has. Yeah, we're out. We're out. I love you guys. I love you. Even you, user 474-533-890. Please don't let Gavin Newsom around your wife. So long. Farewell. And have yourself a wonderful rest of your... Oh, shit, it's Tuesday. Well, have a nice night. I don't know if I have the energy to do a live stream right now. I don't know. I'll think about it. Anyway, so long, farewell.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain.
And as we all know,